Rocked by recession, the city of Hobbs was sorely in need of a source of new jobs. So one day the mayor stood up on his stump and suggested a plan to get them out of this slump.
I've read the reports and seen the predictions from the Bureau of Labor and their statisticians that jobs in the sector of healthcare are rising by thousands per day, with experts surmising this trend in employment can only get bigger. As the nation gets older, it's bound to get sicker. So how can we profit from this demographic? The answer is obvious: hospital traffic. We'll get out-of-towners to come here when they ache, with a medical complex, best in the state. Thus, the more good healthcare jobs we'll create.
The city did just what the mayor had envisioned. Tax breaks followed by cutting of ribbons on a medical complex so modern and new it caused wonder in all who walked through it. The top floor was the brain. Below that, the nose. The bottom floor studied the stubbing of toes. While the mayor just waited for those tourists to visit, he spied through his spyglass something rising.
What is it?
Just in yonder city, 12 miles up the river, they built up their hospital tower even bigger, with a special addendum, a surgical spire that climbed an additional 50 feet higher, for hearts to be paced, spines to be spaced, kneecaps replaced, brain waves retraced. They even gave complimentary massage to anyone left waiting in the parking garage. It was just so much fancier. It had their spot beat. The mayor was nervous. He smelled his defeat. He had to compete with this terrible spire. But how?
What's this?
He have to acquire the all-organ blast and make younger machine. It had just been invented. Extremely expensive. Did it work? No one knew. It was still being tested. The point was they'd have what the other town lacked, and thus the more patients and jobs they'd attract. The town was in favor, but a man in a suit stood in and said,
"My dear mayor, your plan is a hoot. This arms race you've run with your upriver rival does threaten to dun our financial survival. This medical tourist you seek is a fiction. It doesn't exist. When people are sick, then they go to the place that their doctor suggests. They don't drive around the state to shop for the best. And these wings and these towers you've been able to grow means locals use more. That means more dough that businesses must pay for their workers' insurance. So forgive me, dear mayor. I need more assurance that this competitive fervor that's rattled your saber won't end up quite badly for business and labor."
The mayor just nodded. He'd heard words to consider, but the sound of the pounding of nails from upriver made the mayor conclude.
Well, to heck with the cost. If Hobbs doesn't get these new jobs, we're lost.
And so it resumed, the grand competition. The two rival cities consumed by ambition, the one with its tower, the other its spire, each one expanding its hospital higher, much more than the region would seem to require. Till even the mayor didn't know what to write on the hospital billboard they lit up at night. Could he say his was tallest or just second best? He must climb to the top to reckon a test. But as he climbed to the top to spy that town's spire and find out for certain whose building was higher, just then the clouds parted. He could see the whole nation, and so many cities boosting healthcare occupations. But if all these mayors were fueling the fire, then who would be paying for these towers and spires? And what if this medical boom might inflate the size of the debt of the feds and the state? Well, heck, thought the mayor. Why should he schwitz? That was Washington's problem to fix.